All right. It's probably pretty good enough practice with the quick selection. We're going to move on to a different tool. Just keep in mind when you utilize a quick selection, what it does is it finds the edges of the image very quickly and allows you to make a quick selection. Um, but moving on, what we're going to be doing is going to be utilizing the magic wand tool, and this one makes selection based on color. And uh, when you have a selection up like the orange there, just hit Command D to deselect so you can make a new selection. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a selection on the yellow tomato right here. The Magic Wand's pretty nice. It makes selections based on color. Anytime you have like a solid color, like if you wanted to select just the white background and you click on the white background, it'll select all the white areas in the background, but we don't want that. But the Magic Wand is based on color. Um, there's a lot of different yellows here in the yellow tomato because we do not want the background. But if you click once with the magic wand on the yellow tomato, it does this weird selection. It doesn't select everything, but if you hold shift and click outside the selection that's already there, you're kind of adding to it. And you'll see that it reads the edges of the tomato without selecting the background. There's a little area here. Just hit shift click with the magic wand, get rid of it. You don't want that part of your selection. Uh, and that's probably good enough right there because it looks like it's all jaggedy because it's very pixelated. But once you shift click the whole tomato with the magic wand and it's selected, you go to edit, copy, go to your document, edit, paste, and it creates a new layer. Keep in mind when you paste something, um, whatever layer you have selected, which was the melon layer, it's always going to put it on top of the other layer when you paste it. So because we had melon selected, it's going to automatically put it above the melon. But if you didn't have that top layer selected, and you can't see where uh, your object is, it's probably because it's behind this big melon right here. So you would just have to move the layer that's below the melon to the top so you could see it. So once you can see it, just go to Edit Transform, and you'll notice that this is very repetitive on what we're doing. Just making selections using different selection tools, copying, pasting, putting everything on its own layer, and eventually we will come up with a face with all these images put together using different selection tools. I'm using this piece here for the nose. It is done on its own layer. If you want to name it nose, we could do that. Once you make a move and you like it, I always recommend saving it. And instead of going to File Save As, because you already have this file saved, if you just do a File Save, it automatically overwrites the existing save or the file that you already saved. So instead of having to rename it to the desktop, just doing a file save automatically overwrites this existing file and saves it automatically. Get a little bit more practice with the magic wand, you can, but I think you kind of get the idea on how that works. So what we're going to do now is use the marquee selections, and that is rectangular marquee tool, elliptical marquee, anything that's circular or rectangle. And what we're going to do is utilize the elliptical marquee and going to select the carrot, and eventually we're going to select the blueberry, but these are going to be for the eyes. Make sure everything's deselected by doing Command D to deselect. The elliptical marquee is a little different. Um, anytime you're going to make a perfect circle selection, if you don't hold any keys down and you click and hold with the elliptical marquee, click and hold the mouse and drag, you can create all these different oval selections. But you want to line it up nicely with the carrot on the edges. So anytime you're doing a selection like this and you have your elliptical marquee selected, you start in the middle, and then before you click and hold, you're going to hold shift with your middle finger, and then option, with your index finger. Shift allows you to keep it proportional, a perfect circle, and Option allows you to work from the center on out. So when I hover my mouse in the center and I'm holding Shift and Option, I click, hold, and drag the mouse, I start in the center. Work from the center on out because that's what Option does. Don't let go of anything until you have it perfectly selected, the caret. Shift allows it to stay proportional, a nice perfect circle. So don't let go of the mouse or any keys, and you will notice that I'm not perfectly centered, so don't let go of anything. You take your thumb and hold spacebar. That allows you to move your selection. And when you center it better, only let go of spacebar. If you let go of anything else, you got to start all over, deselect and start over. And then if you center it better, I'm sizing it up with the mouse, and when I like my selection, I'm good, let go of the mouse first, then Shift and Option. You have to do it in that order. When you have your selection, edit, copy, go to your document, edit, paste. There's my eye, my caret, edit, transform, scale, return, move it. It's one of my eyes. I don't need to do select, edit, copy, edit, paste. I could always duplicate the layer because I need another eye. You can name them if you want to. There's my other eye. Carets are done. File, save. Deselect, select the blueberry, get more practice with the elliptical marquee. Same exact way you did with the caret. Center it, Shift, Option, click, hold, and drag. Spacebar if you need to center it better. Go to the mouse first, then Shift and Option. Edit, copy, edit, paste. There's my blueberry, edit, transform, scale. Duplicate it,